Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday, September 18th, in the year of our Lord 2012. How are all you doing out there? I am doing awesome as always. Wicked awesome. It's Tuesday. 3 more days to Friday. And 4 more days till fall. Summer is ending, folks. And beer is good for you each and every day. And I forgot to mention on yesterday's show that it was my 8-month anniversary of this here show. Been doing a show every day, non-stop, 8 months straight. Phenomenal. Yay me. 2/3 of a year done, baby. All right. Of course, my unofficial sponsor of the show, and got to hit it up first with TheRavel.com from my good friends Johnny and his better half, Emma Montgomery. Great folks. TheRavel.com, TheRavel.com. Check it out. How about a shout out also to Mustang Brewing Company, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, otherwise known as Southern Kansas. Phenomenal beer, though. Absolutely love it. Had their Washita weed a couple times on this here show. Folks, they support the show. I definitely support them, and I want more of their beer. Crystal Lloyd Dozani, KJ Lloyd Ogana Gold Coffee. Great way to start the day or the night or whatever have you. 50 style pinup girl. Published poet, and she knows it. And also in the comic book, and I worked with her in jolly old England. Age Ranger she is. And absolutely way cool, wicked awesome. My man Wally Fortier. Wally's aluminum shaping process. Not Wally's ass sculpting process, though he probably wouldn't mind that either. If he was single, of course. That's right. He makes aluminum art. Facebook.com/WASPA. That's WASPAA. Lives right across the street from me. In Texas, where men are men, the bulls run scared. My man Rob Johnson, computer wizard, living in Taunton, Massachusetts. I've known his wife, his better half, Stephanie, for over 30 years. Rob and Steph are phenomenal friends of mine, and he is a true wizard and has helped me with my computer issues. So I can attest to the fact that I would not be around computer-wise without him. And then, of course, my man Tom Walk. Not Walkie, not Waka, that's Walk. Down here in Texas, otherwise known as Southern Oklahoma. Stevens Rubber Stamps and Sign Company makes all kinds of stuff. Check it out. Give him a holler. Just tell him Reverend Dr. B sent you. Maybe he'll cut you a deal. With that said, let's get to the beer of the day, because I am parched. Absolutely parched. One each beer consumption apparatus, one each beer opening apparatus, and one each here beer. Caramel Apple Spiced Ale, baby. Blue Moon, Golden, Colorado. 5.8% of absolute phenomenalness. There you go, Justin Dimmitt. Hey, if only Peyton Manning could have popped his head out of his ass last night, you might have had another win, right? I couldn't help it. 45-degree angle as always, poured right over the keyboard. Alrighty, there we go. Cheers and beers to all of you. Prost, as they say in Germany. Prost. And Kampai, as they say in Japan. Thank you, Justin, for the proper pronunciation of Prost. Oh, man. It's like an orgasm in a mug, folks. I'm telling you. Amazing, to say the least. Hey, I found out I got some friends of mine that are actually in the Air Force. And did you know? They had to let me know. Got to give the shout out on the show. Actually, I knew it because I'm a smart guy anyway. On this day, September 18th, 1947, the United States Air Force was created. So I will give a salute to all you brothers and sisters out there proudly serving to protect my freedom each and every day. Thank you so much. The Air Force is a senior citizen. Hey, they're going to start getting retirement checks too? Hey, who knows? Maybe they'll give all those Air Force folks out there a taste of the gig, you know? Who knows? But anyway, happy birthday, United States Air Force. I wear the hat for you. Wicked awesome. Will they be around in another 65 years? That is the question. To be or not to be? That is the question. Additional birthday shoutouts. My man Jason Cameron. Happy birthday to you. A comical nabbing badass I worked with in good old jolly old Japan. And he's moving to my old stomping ground soon. Jolly old England. He was last living in Kansas. A great man indeed. We talk it up all the time on the old Facebook. He's a diehard, wicked, hardcore St. Louis Cardinals fan, if I'm not mistaken. And a big cheers and beers to you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Always a pleasure. You ever want any tips on England? Let me know. I lived there for 7 years. My old heritage, so absolutely loved it. Next on the list, a boom operator. My man, Steve Barry. Happy birthday to you, big man. I worked with this awesome guy in good old jolly old England. And Steve, I hope you're doing well. Haven't heard from you in a while, but always a pleasure to know. Always a pleasure to work with you, and hope you enjoy this here show. Drink up, drink one with me. Cheers and beers, my friend. You have a phenomenal birthday. Next on the list, a man I just met recently, the Honorable Brent Kelly. Dude, happy birthday to you, my man. Hope you're doing well. Shamefully, you were at work. I know, I saw you there. And we were hanging out, BSing a bit. But man, oh man, you're an awesome guy. Das dude. Quivering anus. Yeah, he does quality assurance down here in Yeehaw, Texas. Or as my bakerism calls it, quivering anus. Hey, I learned that from a quality assurance inspector that I knew in jolly old England. But Brent, dude, hey man, you are awesome to hang out with. A great man indeed. And someday we'll have to drink some suds together, some adult beverages. But in the meantime, a big cheers and beers to you. Celebrate well and enjoy. Party hard. Celebrate like it's 1969 minus the acid. And next on the list, the final birthday of the day goes out to my man Rob Hudson. Now here's a badass walking brain of a crew dog that I worked with in good old California. The land of fruits and nuts. That's right. Western Nevada, if you will. Rob, I hope you're doing well, my man. A man of infinite wisdom. Always a pleasure working with you. Great sense of humor. Great guy. Very knowledgeable. Learned a lot from you. Thank you so much. I give you the salute because you helped make me a better man and a smarter man. Hey, you reap what you sow. You hang out with good people, you usually become a good dude or dudette or it. So with that said, how about some additional shout-outs? And my heart semi-bleeds for my Bronco fan friends out there. Wally Fortier, the Waspa guy. Facebook.com/Waspa, WASPAA. My man Wally, a big shout out to you, my man. I almost won that freaking football pool last night. Ah! But no, the freaking Peyton Manning had to get another touchdown. Denver Broncos lost 27-21. 48 total points. I had picked 41, and it was there for a while. And I predicted the Falcons to win, which they did. Way to go, Matty Ice, baby. Love you, bud. Pride of Boston College. Best thing we had since Flutie Flakes back in '84. But Wally, hey, we'll have some sorrow beers. You for your team losing. Me for the fact that I lost out on money. That sucks. Much love to you, brother. No homo. Next on the list, my man Jeff Hoppy Hopkins. Hoppy, what up? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're recovering from that loss last night. Dude, what the hell, man? Peyton Manning looked awful in the first quarter. In fact, after all those turnovers, somebody posted on my wall, it said, Pepperidge Farm turnovers. And it had a picture of Peyton Manning there as the sponsor. Phenomenal. So fitting. I had to share that one. Check it out, folks. You'll love it. Next on the list, another Bronco fan, badass buddy of mine, Kris Volk. What's up, brother? Pleasure and an honor working with you down here in Yeehaw, Texas, otherwise known as Western Louisiana. And Kris, You always do good work. High energy young man. Remind me of when I was a young pup. When I was young, dumb, full of cum, those kind of things, as they say, right? Ooh, bad, 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 bad. But Kris, I love that positive enthusiasm and energy that you bring to the table each and every day. Hey, ladies! By the way, my man Kris is single. And if I was a lady and I liked dudes, I'd hook up with them. If I was a lady, I'd be a lesbian. No question about it. But Kris is a good man. Hard to believe he's single. And ladies, check him out. He's a good man. I endorse him as the Reverend Dr. Love Dr. Baker. Reverend Dr. B, the Love Doctor, gives the seal of approval. The man deserves a whoa man. Every good man deserves a good whoa man. Took me a while to get mine, but you know what? Good things come to those who wait. Yeah, baby. And finally, my man Travis Peterson, a badass Colorado man I worked with in good old jolly old England. Jetsicle. See, Kris is a bubble chasing badass, air chaser, fluid chaser. And Travis, he just fixes airplanes. He fixes engines on airplanes. He fixes engines on cars. He fixes engines on whatever. The man is a badass, a great man, and one of the most wicked hardcore Broncos fans I've ever met. Travis, hope you're doing well, my friend. And hope you enjoy the show. Kris, I know you'll enjoy the show. You watch whenever you can. And Kris, I love those airsoft videos of yours. I gotta check out for some more of them. And finally, two more shout outs. A shout out to my man, Jamie Outlaw. I just call him Dr. Outlaw. The Outlaw. He is a wicked, wicked hardcore Falcons fan. So we were rejoicing last night, chatting it up. And he is a definite Georgia guy. He's from Georgia. And boy, listening to him, you'd know it too. Georgia's just southern South Carolina anyway, but that good old Jamie, that man loves his Georgia Bulldogs, and he loves his Braves. He definitely loves his Atlanta Falcons. And my man Matty Ice, Matt Ryan, BMF, bad mofo. So congrats on the victory, bud. I was there with you. And finally, my man Mike Ferradino. Yo, Dino, I give you a shout out. It was good chatting with you last night. He's from Connecticut. He is another bubble chasing badass I worked with in jolly old England. Well, Jamie was a spark chaser. But see, Dino over here, this guy, him and I were chatting up. He's a wicked hardcore Dolphins fan. Hey, AFC East, baby. And we were talking about, I mentioned how the Patriots, Jets, Bills, and Dolphins, they are all in first and last place. Amazing. 1-1, baby. As is 2/3 of the NFL right now, pretty much. Crazy season so far. But Dino, dude, thank you. You are correct. Gronkosaurus Rex, the Gronkmeister. That was a bullshit holding call. We know it. But you know what? I got to give Patriots fans some class. We as fans normally cry, oh, refs, they cost us the game, Honestly, I didn't see people saying, oh, the ref cost us the game. He didn't. You know who cost the Patriots the victory? The Patriots. Because we played like shit. Period, end of story. Cardinals beat us. Sure, they tried to give us the game. Steven Gostkowski said, I'll swat that shit out of here with a 45-degree kick to the left. But you know what? It is what it is. And it will light a fire under the Patriots' ass. And I can't wait to eat some Raven on Sunday. I want to eat some Raven. Oh, I hate that team. I want to beat them senseless. They're evil. But Art Modell's dead. Gotta go pee on his grave. Rest in peace, Art Modell. But what you did to the city of Cleveland sucked. Anyway, with that said, shout-outs are done. Additional celebrity birthdays. I got a couple people that were both born September 18th in the year of our Lord 1971. Jada Pinkett Smith, the hot wife of one outstanding rapper slash actor Will Smith. Yeah, Jada Pinkett Smith, she's hot too, boy. Lance Armstrong, the former 7-time Tour de France winner, who after many years of allegations of doping apparently was guilty. Bummer. I still look at him as a champion. I'm sorry. I don't know. But what he did, surviving testicular cancer, phenomenal. And amazing man nonetheless. So I will always have respect for him anyway. 1974, Exhibit, the host of Pimp My Ride. A pretty cool show, by the way. Check it out. Exhibit's 38 years old today. 73 years old today, Frankie Avalon. He was the co-lead with Annette Funicello and all those great beach bimbo surf movies of the early to mid 60s. Phenomenal singer, late 50s, early 60s, with classics like Venus, for instance. And Frankie Avalon still looks young today. Frankie, you could still sing too. I've seen you in person in concert. Phenomenal. Brazilian legend footballer, soccer to you Americans, Ronaldo, 36 years old today. James Gandolfini is 51 today. Yeah, that's right. Tony Soprano, you prick. Ryne Sandberg, Chicago Cubs legendary second baseman, excuse me. Originally started at third, if I'm not mistaken. 53 years old today. June Foray from Massachusetts. She is 95 today. And if you don't know who she is, think Rocky the Squirrel from Rocky and Bullwinkle and many of those other great Hanna-Barbera cartoons of the predominantly 60s. She's still going today, folks, at the age of 95. Amazing. Still doing voices, too, by the way. Phenomenal. On this day, 1933, a couple weirdo actors and director were born. Robert Blake and Roman Polanski. They're 79 now. Roman Polanski, he loves the young ladies. Yeah. Under 18 type. And Robert Blake accused of murder. I don't know whatever happened with that. I didn't hear a whole lot, but good actor, good director, both fruitcakes. On this day, 1954, late great Dennis Johnson was born. That's right, Celtics shooting guard during those great 80s teams. How about some additional history? On this day in 1793, George Washington laid down the cornerstone of the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. On this day in 1810, Chile, the country of Chile, gained their independence. Happy 202nd birthday there, Chile. On this day in 1994, Ken Burns' baseball premiered on PBS television. Folks, that is a phenomenal miniseries. You've got to check it out. Ken Burns' baseball. He's got Ken Burns' The Civil War and the Ken Burns' History of Jazz. That guy has made some incredible miniseries. He really has. On this day in 1984, Joe Kittinger was the very first person to fly solo ballooning, crossing over the Atlantic. He crossed over the Atlantic solo in a balloon. First person to ever do that. 1984. Wow. Surprised it took that long. On this day in 1976, player-manager Frank Robinson played in his very last baseball game as a player for the Cleveland Indians. We all know he was the first black manager in Major League Baseball in 1975 with the Indians. Just too bad it took so long for a black manager to show up. Terrible. Of course, it took to 1947 to integrate baseball, too. Although, African Americans were allowed to play prior to 1898. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah. Color barrier. Stupid! Breaking it, phenomenal. But Frank Robinson still going strong at the age of 77 today. On this day, 1972, speaking of historic race accomplishments, the very first black National League umpire officiated in a game, Art Williams, and that was the LA Dodgers against the San Diego Padres. Took all the way to 72. Wow. On this day, 1965, awesome TV show Get Smart premiered. That's right, Maxwell Smart, age 86. Who later went on, he was also the voice of Tennessee Tuxedo in cartoons in the 60s, and later on became the voice of Inspector Gadget in the 80s. Don Adams, phenomenal. And finally, on this day, 1957, Wagon Train premiered on TV. Well, there you go. There's your stuff. Let's get to the movie of the day, or in this case, the show of the day. We're taking it back to February 5th, 1960. Hank Aaron's 26th birthday. And this episode, that one? Nope, that was yesterday. Nope, not that one either. That's tomorrow. Or whenever. There it is. This episode is called The Last Flight. World War I flying ace flies through a mysterious cloud and lands at a modern U.S. air base in the year 1960. The strange part's yet to come. That air base, it was filmed at what was Norton Air Force Base, San Bernardino, California. I had to throw that out there. Air Force birthday. Kind of cool. Ironic. Hey, I'm doing this in order. Hey, there's an old Air Force uniform. How about that? Yeah. What rank was that, folks? Hey, there's your trivia question. Comment section below if you know what that is. But basically, this guy, Flight Lieutenant William Terence Decker of the Royal Flying Corps, is returning from a patrol somewhere over France in 1917. And he flies through a cloud. He flies through a cloud, lands in 1960, and finds out that the man that he abandoned during battle is coming to inspect the base. The guy turned out to be a World War II hero. Flight Lieutenant Decker didn't like that, felt really awkward about that, and went back to save the guy that he had left to die, who ended up surviving. But he didn't feel right about it, got a second chance, paid the ultimate sacrifice, unfortunately, but will never be forgotten as a hero. So there you go. Pretty damn good episode of Twilight Zone. The babe of the day. Here you go. This one's taking longer than I expected. How about we hit up Sarah Michelle Gellar? Who's she, Dr. B? Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV show. Sarah Michelle Gellar, born April 14th, 1977. She's 35 now. See, that's more her. That's about her nowadays. Pretty close to it. Oh, baby. Maxim. You know, it's sad. She never did any nudies. None that I could find. See-through stuff. Not a big fan of that picture right there, actually. Too thin. Boy, do I like that one, though. Very pretty. Yippers. Sexy. Nice. Ooh la la. Whoa, baby. Sarah Michelle Gellar. Beautimous. And one more for good measure. Why not? Oh, man. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. I liked her. I thought she was wicked hot. I think she's still very attractive. 35 and man alive, she is looking fine. With that said, let's get to the song of the day. We're taking it back to 1950. And this song is an ultra classic. My man Kris Volk will give you a word of advice, buddy. Because the name of the song is Big Fat Mamas Are Back in Style Again by the great Benjamin Bull Moose Jackson. 1950. This is what rhythm and blues are all about, my friends. Here you go. Kris, women can be beautiful regardless of size. And this song will prove it right here. Besides, heavier set women are usually attracted to skinny guys. Just something I've noticed. Hey, to me, it don't matter. I don't like overly thin, and I don't like overly thick. There you go.
Listen, brother, come on, turn that dial. Hear that crowd, they're going wild. Big fat mamas are back in style. You need a big fat mama. Boy, you can't go wrong.
Nope.
You need a big fat mama to rule your home, sweet home. Listen, mama, keep that double chin.
Yeah, baby.
All the little fat mamas and the big fat mamas are back in style again. Baby, you got a waistline. Mama, don't get streamlined. Keep that fat back wearing hat in line. And that's that.
Like every good old school song, gotta have a great sax blasting instrumental. Instrumental break. That was Benjamin Boom Rouge Jackson actually playing the sax, by the way. Multi-talented.
Can't go wrong. You need a big fat mama to rule your home, sweet home. Sister, sister.
Born 1919, passed away 1989. 69 years old. What a number for him, huh?
In style again.
Alrighty, folks. That is a wicked awesome song, if I don't say so myself. You know what time it is, right? Damn right, Reverend Dr. B. What time is it? It's time to make like a fetus and head out, so everybody take care. Wicked awesome night and day. Peace be the journey. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't drink and drive. You might spill, you drink, or you might kill yourself or somebody else. And drinking and driving is dumber than being a Yankees fan. And what's dumber than that is rooting for douchebag cocksuckers like Eli. Oh, I'm as good as Tom Brady. Or Manning. Or men slapping women. Yup. Things like that are just plain stupid. And remember, Peyton and Eli Manning combined 3 Super Bowl rings. Tom Brady by himself, 3 Super Bowl rings. He's good as both of them put together. Tom Brady's just that awesome. And Peyton Manning, dude, you gotta pull your head out of your ass. What the hell, man? All those turnovers? What are you, apple pie turnover now? Come on, you're better than that. I don't hate your guts. Like your brother, your little pipsqueak brother. What a douche. Alright, I'm out of here, folks. See you all tomorrow. Have a wicked awesome night and day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye.